My friends, today is not an ordinary day because today we are gathering with a purpose that is greater than the limits we often place upon ourselves. We are here to ignite a spark of abundance within our lives and to step boldly into the realm of prosperity. I want you to imagine that your life is not defined by what you lack, but by what you are ready to attract. And I want you to see that abundance is not some faraway dream, but a reality waiting for your invitation. All you need to do is align yourself with the energy that calls wealth and success to you. This is where the power of color becomes your ally. Color is not simply decoration, and it is not something we choose by chance in the morning when we open our closet. Color is vibration, it is frequency, it is energy that speaks a language your mind and spirit can hear. The universe is a field of energy, and everything you see and touch carries a vibration. Your body responds to these vibrations at levels you might not even realize. When you choose to wear a specific color, you are choosing to embody its energy. And when you embody its energy, you begin to attract what that color represents. You see, ancient cultures already knew what modern science is beginning to confirm. They understood that the right colors could heal the body, shift emotions, and attract blessings. Temples were painted in certain colors for spiritual reasons. Clothing was chosen to reflect intention and power. Priests, kings, and visionaries all embraced colors that aligned with abundance and leadership. This is not superstition, it is a practice grounded in energy and awareness, and it is available to you right now in this very moment. When you put on a color, you are not just putting on fabric, you are placing yourself inside an energetic signal that the universe can recognize. Think about it like tuning a radio station. When you turn the dial to the right frequency, you hear the music clearly. When you turn your life toward the right vibration, abundance begins to flow. The color you wear becomes your frequency. It tells the universe what you are ready to receive and what you are ready to become. This October, the universe is inviting you to step into a color that attracts prosperity and dissolves poverty. Poverty is not just about a lack of money, it is about the vibration of scarcity that has been carried for too long. When you choose a color aligned with abundance, you send out a signal that you are finished with scarcity. You are announcing that you are stepping into a higher level of receiving. This is not about pretending to be wealthy, it is about energetically preparing for wealth to come into your life. You are changing your vibration from lack to plenty. The science of energy shows us that color impacts our moods, our decisions, and even the way people respond to us. A single color can make you feel confident or shy, powerful or weak, alive or invisible. And when you wear the color of prosperity, you are wrapping yourself in confidence and magnetic energy. People will begin to notice something different about you even if they cannot explain why. You will begin to notice that opportunities seem to appear more easily. And it all starts with the choice of what you put on your body. Let us think about this for a moment. You have seen how people in uniforms are respected simply because of the color and symbolism they carry. A soldier wears their uniform and they are instantly seen as strong. A doctor wears their white coat and they are instantly seen as trustworthy. The same is true for you when you choose the color of abundance. The world sees you differently. More importantly, you see yourself differently. And when you change the way you see yourself, you change your destiny. This is why I say color is energy. It does not just influence how the world reacts to you. It influences how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you act, and how you decide. Poverty is rooted in hesitation, fear, and insecurity. Prosperity is rooted in courage, clarity, and confidence. And color is one of the fastest ways to shift from one state to another. It is a reminder that you are stepping into a higher vibration every time you wear it. This is the tool you can use starting today. I want you to imagine walking into a room wearing the color of abundance. Your shoulders rise higher, your steps become more deliberate, your eyes hold more light. People look at you and they feel drawn to your presence. They may not know why, but they want to be near you, they want to hear you, they want to offer you opportunities. You carry the aura of success without having to say a single word, and that is the power of wearing color with intention. It becomes your silent magnet of prosperity. You may ask, is it really so simple? Can the fabric I wear truly change my financial destiny? And I say to you, yes, because it is not about the fabric, it is about the energy behind the choice. If you choose with belief and intention, you are creating a ritual of abundance every day. You are aligning yourself with prosperity at a level deeper than logic. You are giving yourself permission to attract opportunities, wealth, and blessings. And when you give yourself permission, the universe always responds. Energy never lies, and color is a language of energy. Just as you can feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin, you can feel the vibration of a powerful color. It activates something inside you that words cannot fully capture. It is a shift from heaviness to lightness, from fear to courage, from poverty to wealth. Every time you put it on, you are reminding yourself that you are worthy of abundance. You are telling your subconscious mind that you are no longer a prisoner of scarcity, and your subconscious mind creates the reality you walk into every single day. This October is a sacred opportunity for you to make that shift. It is not just another month on the calendar. It is the season where nature itself transforms into new colors. Trees shed their old leaves and prepare for renewal. The air becomes crisp with change. This is the perfect moment to choose your color of abundance and let it guide your transformation. Just as the seasons shift, so too can your destiny. The color becomes your partner in this sacred dance of change. Remember that prosperity is not about forcing, it is about flowing. When you wear the color of abundance, you are flowing with the frequency of wealth. You are no longer chasing money, you are attracting it. You are no longer begging for opportunities, you are receiving them. You are no longer locked in fear, you are walking in freedom. Poverty begins to dissolve because it cannot survive in a mind and body vibrating at the level of prosperity. You become the source of abundance itself. Now take this vision deeper into your heart. Imagine your family being lifted by the energy you carry. Imagine your community being inspired by the abundance that shines through you. Imagine a world where poverty is no longer a cage, but only a memory, and it all begins with the choice to embody the frequency of prosperity. The color is the key that opens the door. Once you step through that door, the possibilities become endless. And the life you once dreamed of becomes the life you are living. So I say to you today, make the choice. Do not wait for another October to come around. Do not wait for another year to pass by. Do not wait for someone else to hand you permission. Stand up and give yourself permission to attract wealth right now. Wear the color of prosperity and embody its energy. Let this be the turning point where you say goodbye to poverty and hello to abundance. The time has come and the choice is yours. Goodbye poverty, hello abundance. My friends, there comes a moment in every life when you realize that the world outside is only a reflection of the world inside. What you hold in your mind becomes what you hold in your hands. This is why poverty is not just about empty pockets, it is about empty belief. You may look at your life and see struggle, yet it is your mind that creates the story behind the struggle. You may look at your bank account and see numbers that do not satisfy, yet it is your mind that decides if you will accept it or change it. Everything begins in the mind. The wealthiest people in the world, do not begin with money, they begin with vision. They see possibilities where others see problems. They hold courage where others hold fear. They keep dreaming when others give up. Their wealth does not come first and then create their mindset. Their mindset comes first and then creates their wealth. This is the shift that will take you from poverty to abundance. You must stop seeing yourself as someone trapped in lack. You must stop repeating the stories of limitation that you may have inherited from family or community. You must stop believing that wealth belongs to someone else. The moment you declare that you are worthy of prosperity, the chains of poverty begin to crack. The universe listens not to your complaints, but to your conviction. When your conviction is abundance, opportunities begin to appear. Think about it clearly. If you wake up in the morning expecting struggle, your energy attracts struggle. If you wake up believing in lack, your actions follow that belief. You may hesitate to take a step because your mind whispers that you will fail. But when you wake up expecting success, your actions shift. You begin to move with courage and confidence, and the world reflects back the courage you carry inside. Mindset is the soil from which your life grows. Plant weeds of doubt, and you will harvest weeds of limitation. Plant seeds of faith, and you will harvest a garden of opportunity. Too many people are watering the weeds of fear every single day. They complain, they compare, they criticize, and they wonder why poverty follows them. But the ones who water seeds of gratitude, focus, and vision watch as prosperity grows like a forest around them. The soil of your mind creates the fruit of your life. The shift begins when you ask yourself, who am I choosing to be today? Am I choosing to be the prisoner of old beliefs, or am I choosing to be the creator of new realities? When you choose to be the creator, the energy of the universe stands with you. You no longer wait for others to open doors because you carry the key within your thoughts. You no longer shrink back when opportunities appear because your mindset says, I am ready. And readiness is the magnet that draws blessings into your life. So many times poverty is carried from generation to generation, not because of money, but because of mindset. A parent teaches a child to expect little, and so the child grows to receive little. A community repeats stories of survival instead of success, and so survival becomes the cycle. But you are here to break that cycle. You are here to rise above those old stories and to write a new story of abundance. It begins with the decision to see yourself differently. It begins with the mindset shift. You have to ask yourself, what beliefs am I carrying that no longer serve me? What stories of failure am I replaying again and again? What doubts am I feeding every morning when I open my eyes? Once you identify those beliefs, you must release them. Release them like heavy stones from your pocket. Release them like chains from your hands. Release them and step into the lightness of new possibilities. The truth is that your outer poverty can dissolve the moment your inner wealth becomes real. Inner wealth is the conviction that you are abundant by nature. It is the understanding that you are not chasing wealth, you are creating it from within. It is the power of knowing that your mind is the source of your destiny. When you carry inner wealth, you walk differently, you speak differently, you decide differently, and life responds differently because you have shifted your frequency. Your mindset creates the lens through which you see the world. Two people can walk into the same room, and one sees scarcity while the other sees opportunity. The one who sees scarcity complains and leaves empty-handed. The one who sees opportunity connects and leaves with a new door open. Nothing outside has changed, but their minds created two completely different outcomes. This is the proof that mindset is the foundation of prosperity. It does not matter how many times you have failed. It does not matter how many times you have been rejected. It does not matter how many times poverty has knocked on your door. Every day you wake up with the ability to choose a new thought. Every day you wake up with the ability to create a new reality. Every day you wake up with the ability to shift from lack to abundance. That choice is always available to you. The power of this shift is that it transforms not only your finances, but your entire life. When you change your mindset, your health improves because stress and fear begin to dissolve. When you change your mindset, your relationships improve because you attract people aligned with your growth. When you change your mindset, your future improves because you see possibilities instead of limitations. The ripple of abundance spreads in every direction, and it all began with a thought. The world is filled with stories of people who came from nothing and created greatness. What made the difference was not luck but mindset. They refused to be defined by their past. They refused to be broken by circumstances. They refused to believe the lie that they were meant to stay small. Instead, they declared, "I am capable, I am worthy, I am destined for more," and that declaration shifted everything in their lives. You must make that declaration for yourself today. Stand in the mirror and speak abundance into your life. Tell yourself that you are no longer a prisoner of poverty. Tell yourself that you are a magnet of prosperity. Tell yourself that you are open to opportunities beyond what you can imagine. Say it until your heart believes it. Say it until your actions reflect it. Say it until the universe cannot ignore the conviction you carry. Remember that your subconscious mind is always listening. It does not judge, it only accepts what you feed it. If you feed it fear, it will create a fearful reality. If you feed it abundance, it will create an abundant reality. So choose carefully the thoughts you repeat every day. Choose carefully the language you speak about yourself. Choose carefully the beliefs you pass to your children. Your words are seeds, and your life is the harvest. When you shift your mindset, you discover that money is not the goal, it is the byproduct. The goal is alignment with abundance energy. The goal is freedom from fear. The goal is the courage to live your purpose fully. Money simply flows as a result of that alignment. Wealth follows those who walk with the vibration of abundance. Poverty flees from those who refuse to carry the vibration of lack. Your mind determines which one follows you. Now imagine a community where everyone has shifted their mindset. Imagine a community where children grow up believing that they are worthy of greatness. Imagine a community where families teach each other that abundance is natural and lack is temporary. Imagine the power of this collective mindset. Poverty would dissolve not because of charity but because of belief. Prosperity would grow not from handouts but from vision. This is the transformation that begins with you. So today, I ask you to stop thinking like someone waiting to be saved. I ask you to stop thinking like someone begging for permission. I ask you to stop thinking like someone trapped in scarcity. Instead, think like a leader, think like a creator, think like a magnet of prosperity. Your mind is the key to unlock every door you thought was closed. Your mind is the seed of wealth that cannot be stolen, and your mind is the force that will say goodbye to poverty once and for all. The time is now, and the choice is yours. Goodbye poverty, hello abundance. My friends, we have spoken of energy, and we have spoken of mindset. Now we come to the truth that ties everything together. The truth is that nothing will change in your life until you move from thought into action. You can wear the color of abundance and you can shift your mindset into wealth, but without action there is no movement. Intention without action is like a seed left in a closed hand. It holds potential but never grows into a tree. Action is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It is the movement that turns vibration into reality. You can meditate on abundance, but you must also step forward into opportunities. You can visualize success, but you must also put your hands to work. You can pray for prosperity, but you must also walk in the direction of your dream. Action is the proof of your belief. Without it, your belief remains only imagination. But I want you to see that not all action is equal. There are those who move without direction and wonder why they are still lost. They run in circles chasing every idea without clarity. They work hard, but they work without focus. That is not prosperity, that is exhaustion. Prosperity comes when your actions are guided by intention. Intention is the compass that makes sure every step leads you closer to abundance. What is intention? Intention is the clear decision of your heart and mind to create a specific reality. It is not just wishing, it is not just hoping. It is declaring with certainty that this is the life I will create, and this is the path I will walk. When you take action with intention, the universe bends to support you. Your steps become aligned with energy greater than yourself. Too many people take action only out of desperation. They act because they are afraid. They act because they want to escape. They act because they feel forced. That kind of action creates more struggle because it is rooted in fear. But when you act with intention, you are not running away, you are moving toward. You are not escaping, like you are stepping into abundance. This is the energy that multiplies results. You must learn to combine color mindset and action into one powerful flow. The color you wear charges your energy. The mindset you carry shapes your direction. And the action you take builds the bridge. This is how you move from poverty to prosperity. You cannot leave out any of the three. Together they form a system of transformation that no obstacle can defeat. Together they make you unstoppable. Action with intention also requires consistency. One step is not enough. One day of belief is not enough. One effort is not enough. Prosperity is built by repeated action, aligned with clear intention. Like water carving through stone, your persistence creates the breakthrough. Every day you must ask yourself, what action can I take today that is aligned with my intention for abundance? And then you must do it. Many people start strong but quit too soon. They begin with fire but let the flame die. They let delay discourage them. They let rejection weaken them. They let fear silence them. But those who stay consistent discover that every small step accumulates into massive change. The path of prosperity is not built in a day, it is built daily. It is the product of intention repeated again and again. You cannot wait for perfect conditions to take action. You cannot wait until you feel fully ready. You cannot wait until someone guarantees your success. Waiting is the favorite tool of poverty. Poverty whispers, wait until next month, wait until next year, wait until someone helps you. Prosperity whispers, act now. Prosperity rewards those who move before the road is clear. Prosperity belongs to those who walk in faith. Intention also means clarity. You cannot just say, I want more money. That is vague and without focus. You must be specific. How much do you want to create? What will you do with it? Who will you help with it? How will you use it to grow? When your intention is clear, your actions become sharp. Clarity cuts through confusion and opens doors that vagueness keeps closed. There is power in writing down your intentions. When you write them, you make them solid. They move from thought to paper, from invisible to visible. They become reminders that guide your daily choices. Every great leader and every prosperous person has used the practice of writing their vision. It is not just an exercise, it is a declaration. It is you saying to the universe, I am serious and I am ready. Now, when your intention is set, your actions will often feel guided. You will meet people who seem to appear at the right time. You will find opportunities that feel like they were waiting for you. Some call this coincidence, but it is not coincidence. It is the alignment of energy. Your intention attracts circumstances that match your vibration, but it is your action that allows you to seize them. Without action, opportunities pass by unnoticed. Let me give you an example. Imagine a person who dreams of abundance but never leaves their home. They visualize wealth but never take steps. They meditate on success but never speak to anyone who could help them. Their intention is there, but their action is absent. Now, imagine another person who also dreams of abundance. They put on the color of prosperity. They shift their mindset into belief. And then they make phone calls, they seek opportunities, they try again and again. Which one will see results? Action with intention is also about discipline. You will be tempted to return to old patterns. You will be tempted to take shortcuts. You will be tempted to listen to voices of doubt. Discipline is what keeps you on the path when distractions surround you. Discipline is what reminds you why you started when fatigue whispers to stop. Discipline is what transforms intention from an idea into reality. Without discipline, abundance will slip through your fingers. I want you to understand something very powerful. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates miracles. When you begin to move even small movements, the universe responds. Doors that were locked begin to open, people who ignored you begin to notice, paths that seemed impossible begin to unfold. Momentum is the reward for starting, miracles are the reward for continuing. And prosperity is the reward for never quitting. There is also joy in intentional action. Do not believe that prosperity is built only by struggle. Prosperity is built by passion. When your actions are aligned with your true purpose, they bring joy, not just effort. You feel alive when you are moving in the direction of your vision. You wake up with energy because you know your steps matter. You find meaning in the journey, not just the destination. And joy itself becomes a magnet of abundance. Gratitude is another key that empowers your action. When you act with gratitude, you open your heart to receive more. Gratitude turns every step into celebration. Gratitude turns every small success into fuel for the next success. Gratitude keeps you humble yet powerful. Gratitude reminds you that abundance is already flowing and more is on its way. Gratitude makes your action light and joyful instead of heavy and forced. Now I ask you to take a deep breath and reflect. Where in your life have you been holding back action? Where have you been waiting for someone else to move first? Where have you been hiding your intention inside instead of releasing it through action? Identify those places now. Make a commitment today that you will no longer hold back. Decide today that your actions will rise to the level of your intentions. Imagine a life where every action you take is charged with intention. Imagine waking each day with clarity of purpose. Imagine moving with confidence, knowing that your steps are aligned with abundance. Imagine doors opening before you because your energy and your effort are united. This is not a dream, this is your potential reality. This is what happens when you combine belief with action. This is what happens when you live with intention. The truth is that you are powerful beyond measure. You were not created to live in poverty. You were created to manifest abundance through the choices you make. You were created to expand, not shrink. You were created to create, not just survive. The color of prosperity is your signal. The mindset of abundance is your foundation, and action with intention is your path. Walk it boldly and watch poverty disappear. The time is now, and the choice is yours good. Bye poverty, hello abundance. My friends, today you have discovered that prosperity is not a distant dream, but a living reality waiting for your embrace. You have learned that the color you wear can awaken energy, the mindset you choose can open doors, and the actions you take with intention can build the bridge to abundance. Poverty loses its power when you decide to step into a higher vibration. Scarcity fades when you believe in your worth. Wealth flows when your thoughts and actions align with purpose. The time is here, the moment is now good. By poverty, hello, abundance.